Okay. Would you
Right.
please say and spell your first and last name?
My name is Stephen Wright, Steven. Last name is Wright.
Okay. So the first question that I have for you, what message are you sending to voters in Congressional District 35?
The message that I'm sending is that we need representation. I started my campaign back in 23 and I got a lot of feedback, and it's important for people to actually see and now hear, because we have cell phones, that their representatives are actually doing what they need fought for within Congress.
Next question. How does the newly drawn district map impact your campaign?
Well, it affects it in a lot of different ways, because Bexar County on the east side is more urban, whereas the three new counties, you have Guadalupe, Karnes, and Wilson. They are actually more rural, with Seguin being a little bit more urban. And each one of those areas have a very different, diverse need, which means as far as the candidate that's looking at getting elected in this new district, they need to be able to be very diversified and be able to have a good, solid base on affecting things from farming, ranchers, housing affordability, income equality, things of that nature. Water is a very sensitive issue right now in the state because of the drought conditions. And we have data centers that are going in Wilson, and two more that are going in actually to Guadalupe County soon, and 400 across the state. So it's very impactful that we need to tailor messaging to represent people the best that we can to be a diversified candidate moving forward.
Next question. What are the biggest issues your voters, let me rephrase, what are the biggest issues you're hearing from voters on the campaign trail?
They want representation. They're tired of seeing the fraud and the corruption that is being brought out that nothing is being done on. And they want our people in elected office up and down the ballot. It doesn't matter whether they're in federal office, state, local. They want to have a very morally and ethically grounded candidate that operates and conducts themselves with integrity to represent their interests. And they want to see that in their candidates moving forward.
Okay. Last question. What sets you apart from your opponents?
I think, and I saw this a lot during the last campaign, because it was a grassroots movement in the last campaign in 23 for 24. And now, because of the redistricting, it's almost like a grassroots candidate, once again, trying to introduce myself to three new counties. But they are tired of seeing a lot of the polished candidates that are coming forward. They want to see somebody that's non-traditional. And my background in law enforcement is a fresh outlook that I've been doing public service for a very long time, a little over 30 years now. And I'm the kind of guy that goes out. They call people when you have a problem. You solve issues. You solve problems. You try to bring messaging. Try to bring resolve to the things that they would like to see fought for, addressed, or defended. And so my messaging is basically for the blue collar, hardworking individual, because I also spent 15 years as a elected individual working for my union members for over 15 years. So I know what it's like to fight for individuals that are the heart of the middle class, the hardworking individuals. And so I come with that baseline of public service, but also representation in the past as well.